Let us speak. Angeline.
Is there something I can help you with, detective?
Your maman did not describe her friendship with the Major in such a positive light.
You have got the wrong end of the stick, detective. Maman has snapped at him recently, but it was nothing more than that. It was something to do with the letter. I heard them in the library before Maman shouted and he stormed out of the room past me.
Could it have been the blackmail letter that instigated their argument?
Why would Maman be upset with him over the letter?
Madame is of a very different opinion from yourself regarding his connection with the letters. She believes him to be the author.
That is what she told you? She has always been one to make a quick, if not rash decision, but she cannot truly believe that.
Was the Major aware you had paid the first blackmail letter?
I don't recall telling him directly. I did not want Maman to find out it had been paid. If he knew, surely she would.
Madame believes he may have been behind all the letters, and taking your payment of the first, then used it to pay the second and be the hero in you and your mother's eyes.
I never knew Maman had such an imagination. Where would she get a story like that from?
That is a question I was hoping you may be able to answer.
You have met him. Do you really think he's capable of such a devious plan?
Yes.
It is a plan only the most crooked and underhanded could create. Is that the Major? I am not so sure.
The more I think of Madame's story, the more ridiculous and obscure it sounds. But that does not mean it can be ruled out.
I shall not keep you any longer. Merci, mademoiselle.
Cool. What do we do now? Oh, that's actually not what I wanted to click at all. Here we go. We will make a connection. Cassandra wasn't happy with the Major. The relationship has taken a noticeable turn. I wonder what has caused this. Angeline questions Cassandra's reasoning for the Major's blackmail. The opposing opinions of the Major's involvement in the blackmail is interesting. Does Cassandra know something she does not? I presume that Angeline doesn't. These two?
Is there something?
No. The Major had a temper.
I must take a different
Okay.
Another success.
Oh, okay, that was a joke. I wonder if the blackmail had a greater effect on the relationship than expected. Relationship ruined by blackmail? Talk to Angeline. Okay, well, we're right here, so hi, I have more questions for you.
Is there something?
Was the arrival of the blackmail letter what caused the tension in Madame and the Major's relationship?
I'm afraid it had been that way for some time. Maman is not forthcoming with her emotions, as I'm sure you are aware. But I could tell she had not been happy with their arrangement for the last few months.
What gave you that impression?
There was not one particular thing that she expressed. It was just the way she spoke to him and of him when he wasn't present.
Alright.
I shall not keep you any...
I believe I've gathered everything that is required. Monsieur Sterling will be able to assist me in gaining access to the Major study. Alright, let's do that.
Whatever you need, Detective.
I wish to inspect the Major study again.
Certainly, Detective.
This room is still a crime scene and should have remained untouched, but it looks as though it has been ransacked. I requested Monsieur Sterling to have the body wrapped and moved, which has been done. Thankfully, what else has gone on in here? No one has touched anything here, I guess. Not here. Letter. Someone was obviously looking for something in particular in the Major's documents. These accounts have been thoroughly rifled through. The Major has recently taken out a large loan and the interest rate is astronomical. Oh, that sounds great. Amaze beans. Oh, the safe is open. Well, that's great. I must admit, side by side, there's a striking resemblance between mère et fille. Perhaps such flattery is the way to win over Madame van den Bosch. How strange. The Viscount was also present in the picture but has been folded out. I did not think there was any hostility between the Major and the late Viscount. Oh, okay. Sealed letter. How strange. I could not access this yesterday, but now it has been left wide open. Scratches are obvious around the lock. Someone in this house was eager to see the safe's contents. A half-sealed letter addressed to Madame van den Bosch from the Major. I'm not one to read others' private mail, but under the circumstances, you should open it, bro. My dearest Cassandra, it feels as though it has been an age since I've been able to set my eyes on you, a day I have waited for so impatiently. I keep the photograph of us together at the lake close to my heart always. I cannot wait to see how young Angeline has grown. Her beauty will surely soon reach that of her mother's. I hope the gifts from the Orient reached you fine. They are really something to behold. The work that has kept me away for so long is drawing to a close, and I will be returning to the continent within the month. At your request, I have found accommodation in the city. It pains me to think of being so close and yet unable to be with you every moment, but if it eases your worry, I shall not continue to question it. I will arrange for a visit to the house. An old friend returning will surely raise minimal suspicions. I understand that the Viscount is also currently out of country. I hope you have not felt the strain of loneliness take over, and it will not be long until we are reunited. Until that day, until the end of mine, my heart is yours, Major Felix Hagen. Wow, that is a love letter for sure. Seems there is a great deal of Madame van den Bosch and the Major's relationship that she has withheld. It is clear from this letter that their affection for one another has been more than that of friendship for some time. The mention of young Angeline suggests it may go back as far as 20 years. Yes, that is a little strange. Empty envelopes. Or strange, but... Addressed to the Major with no return address. Oh my god, is Major her biological father? What? Or Felix? Wait, what did you say about the envelope? Sorry, I was not paying attention. Oh, to the Major, no return address. Yeah, sure. Oh my god, I keep clicking the wrong thing. Investigate the blackmail. Major confessed his love for Cassandra. There is no other way that this could be understood. The Major had strong feelings for Cassandra. There are a lot of people in love with Cassandra, which, like, they're allowed to, but, like, wow. Cassandra and the Major's relationship issues. It sounds as though the relationship has been declining for some time. Would the Major do something drastic to salvage it? Large sum. Oh, the loan. Oh, okay. The loan first. The Major took out a sizable loan. I certainly wouldn't want to owe the bank that amount of money. And it was of 6,000 francs. There's a great deal one could buy with such money. I wonder why he borrowed such a large amount. High interest rate. The interest rate on the loan is astonishing. Was the Major in such a financial state that he would be offered such a high rate and accept it? Empty envelopes addressed to the Major with no return address. The Major has obviously received some correspondence. Was it of the same nature? Torn. This room has been left in quite a state with multiple envelopes ripped apart and discarded. Sealed letter addressed to Madame van den Bosch from the Major. Although private, it may hold something useful. Major confessed his love for Cassandra. There's no other way, blah blah. Unsent. The Major must have spent some time putting his feelings and plans down onto paper, but why would he not send it?
Things are beginning to be...
The Major paid the letter that was addressed to him. He must have been worried enough that something would be released to the public, but what? The Major paid the blackmail ransom.
I must act on thought.
Oh, wait, here. The photograph. A framed torn photograph. A framed photograph of the Van den Bosch family with the Viscount torn out from the Major's safe. Viscount's image torn out. Stop clicking the wrong thing, please. It seems rather menacing that the Viscount has been ripped out in such a manner. Handsome photograph of the Van den Bosch ladies. You can see a resemblance between Angeline and her mother. Why would the Major keep this hidden?
This will not get me any...
Oh, come on.
I cannot see the logic in this.
Oh, here.
Come, my little
No,
Grace Alice.
I am looking at the wrong stuff. Oh.
Some would say
Okay.
a lucky guess.
The hidden photos of them, along with Angeline's attachment to him, proves he cared deeply for them. The Major cared about Alexandra and Angeline.
I must act on... Come, my little Grace. I must take a
Oh my
different...
god, come on.
The pieces of the
Okay,
puzzle.
fine. I believe the Major would do everything to remain in the comfortable life he's accustomed to, but would he stoop so low as to fake a blackmail letter?
Magnifique.
The evidence shows the Major was not the author of the blackmail letter. The Major was a victim just like Mademoiselle Angeline. Whoever it is that is penning these letters knows a great deal about many people. I wonder how many more have received similar letters. The Major is innocent of the blackmail, at least. Alright. The uncertain connection between the Major and the ransom has been resolved. The Major was being blackmailed. The letters were not written by his hand. What remains unsolved is why the Major was being blackmailed. 2 cases of extortion under one roof. The question of their relationship must be asked. The Major's secret is anything but obvious from his letter. I now have a blackmailer and a murderer and their weapon to find. If the correct process is followed, they shall all be found swiftly. I should take my leave. This room has already revealed enough new insights into the Madame's and the Major's lives.
Detective Poirot, I have been asked to inform you that Lady Van den Bosch has returned to her room, and she wishes not to be disturbed.
Merci. Madame certainly has mastered the art of subtlety.
They may not be the exact words she used, but I am sure you can imagine. Excuse me, I have some further duties to attend to in the pantry.
Cool. Perhaps I should take this opportunity to search the top floor now that there's no one to disturb me. There is one room that holds particular interest. I should expect the storage room while I have this rare opportunity. Oh, are we on that floor? Oh, I think we are on this floor already. Nice. Yeah, because before we have always been escorted to the storeroom. Okay. Ooh. No, bro, stop. No. Children's toys. A collection of children's toys. Such a shame to see them stored away and not being enjoyed. Considering they have been kept in a storage room, they are all in almost perfect condition. My immediate assumption would be they belong to Mademoiselle Angeline. More paintings? Grandfather clock? Yes, we have seen that before. Okay. Ooh, book. A lone storybook rests here. It has obviously been read a great number of times, judging by the condition of the spine and pages. I am perhaps not the target demographic, but I understand it to be quite popular amongst the younger audience. To the real lady of the house, happy birthday. Watching you grow into a proper young lady has been more than words can describe. All my love, Felix. I would not have expected to find such a heartfelt message written by Monsieur Hagen. And to Mademoiselle Angeline, is this the usual inscription you would find from a family friend? No, he's probably the biological father, bro. That's probably the whole thing that someone is blackmailing him for. Please, get to the conclusion. I cannot seem to get a straight answer from anyone regarding the Major. I know he has been friends with Madame Van den Bosch for some years, but I must find out if it was anything more. The Major resided with the family for a long time. Although his relationship with the family has seemed questionable at times, his residency at the house has remained permanent. On the loan, with a high interest rate, empty envelopes, sealed letter, torn photograph. Yes, okay. Conflicting opinions. Okay, there's one here. Oh, children's toys. There are no children in the house. I wonder who they belong to. Well kept. Great care has been taken with these toys. I wonder how much playing was actually had with them. Antiques. They remind me of the toys that I had at a young age. Even that is some years now. Storybook. It's not a story I've read myself, but then again, I'm hardly the target demographic. Gift from the Major. The book was a gift from the Major. It seems only Angeline has benefited from his caring side. Appropriate gift. The coming of age story is a fitting gift for any young lady to read and enjoy.
Order and method.
New.
I cannot see the logic in this.
No, yes.
This will not get
No,
me.
okay. High interest rate. Oh, okay, sure.
The pieces of the puzzle of.
It seems the Major has lived rather comfortably in the Van den Bosch house for many years. Yeah, the Major depends on Cassandra's accommodations. Talk to Angeline. Yes. Telescope. Gazing at the stars is truly one of life's simple pleasures. Collection of books.
Oh,
I could spend every waking moment reading about the adventures of the characters within these books. Painting. Painting of a majestic mountain, the tip of which pierces the clouds above. The attention to detail is fantastic. Next painting. A painting of an atmospheric forest scene. This artist captured the ambiance of the forest perfectly. To Angeline in Gideon's bedroom. Painting. A painting of a boat sailing across the vast ocean. The artist is clearly very talented. Painting. There are a number of spectacular pieces in Madame van den Bosch's eclectic art collection. Oh, admire all the paintings in the main hall. Haha. We're not supposed to go in here. Why am I allowed? Why are you allowing me this game? Okay. Hi. I'm ignoring your instructions.
Detective Poirot, what do you think you are doing in here?
I have something I wish to discuss with you.
Well, I hope it is important enough to justify barging into one's bedroom.
I assure you it is.
Good, because this has gone on far too long. We are snowed in this house while a murderer runs amok.
I can understand your frustrations, but it is not as...
You were once an incompetent officer, and now it seems you are just as incompetent as a detective.
If I was not being lied to and misled at every turn, perhaps the murderer would already be in custody.
I hope you are not suggesting I had something to do with Felix's murder.
I am suggesting that if I had the support that everyone claims they are offering, we would be in a very different situation.
If you have something you want to ask, I suggest you ask me now.
I was not aware the Major had been so close to your daughter.
We met before Angeline was born, so he was often at the house when she was growing up.
Okay.
And where was it you
Sure.
two met?
I was attending an event. Felix was also in attendance as a serving officer. A conversation was struck.
So it was not through the Viscount that you two met?
I did not require my husband to start conversations on my behalf.
It
Good.
was you that instigated it then?
My, detective. That active imagination of yours has taken you on quite some journey.
Madame is attempting to deflect from a subject she obviously does not feel comfortable discussing. The late Viscount and the Major were surely friends then?
Edwin spent much of his time away on business before Angeline was born. Felix was a welcome distraction from the loneliness of the house.
You were alone in the house?
The staff continued their duties, of course, but trying to get any sort of sophisticated or cultured conversation from them was like drawing blood from a stone.
And when Angeline was born?
Edwin remained at home. It was his duty as a father.
And the Major?
He had his own business and life to tend to, but we remained in touch via letter. Around the time of Edwin's passing, Felix had relocated to the area.
Madame is incredibly coy and brief with the information she offers, but with the Viscount's death coinciding with the Major's return, surely a mere coincidence is too far-fetched. I would like to ask you about a letter I found in a Major's study.
I'm sure he has hundreds of letters in there. Most of them could and should have been thrown away a long time ago. You are going to have to be more specific.
I refer to the letter addressed to you, the one of a romantic nature.
Romantic nature? Oh, please, Detective. Felix did not have a romantic bone in his body.
He made his intentions quite clear in the letter. I must admit, I myself was surprised.
You really do have quite the active imagination, Detective. If that is how you wish to interpret it, so be it. But I can assure you, the Major did not think of me that way, and certainly did not include it in a letter.
Okay.
I think that is all for now.
Sure.
Oh,
Madame Van den Bosch's collection of art. Look at all the fireplaces.
huh.
There does not seem to be anything of interest in here. Look at all the windows.
Oh.
Perfume bottles. We're just gonna do it while she's in the room. Nice. These
Ah.
perfume bottles look rather expensive. It would be wise to be very careful with them. Okay. Goodbye. I keep clicking that. Oh my god. Here. Investigate the Major's relationship with the family. Talk to Angeline. Cassandra. The Major returned after the Viscount's death. The Major went above and beyond the call of any friend to return and comfort Cassandra. Why would he do this? Cassandra claims the Major didn't love her. Cassandra denies the Major had feelings for her, but his letter states otherwise. Cassandra met the Major before Angeline's birth. I was not aware their friendship spanned so many years.
Is there
Nope.
something? I must take a different
Come on.
This will not get me any
Oh, is it supposed to be like this?
I cannot see
No.
the logic.
Oh, it already showed me. Here.
I should not be surprised.
It is obvious that the Major cared for Cassandra. That is no surprise to anyone. Is it? Sure. Need to talk to Cassandra. Okay, well, we're gonna go talk to Cassandra immediately. You know what? I am back in your bedroom, fam. Hello.
Is this...
Yes. If you are correct and the Major had no romantic feelings towards you, why would he keep a photograph of you and Mademoiselle Angeline hidden?
He may have stayed in my home, but Felix was a grown man, Detective. What he kept, hidden or otherwise, has nothing to do with me.
But it does not surprise you that he had such a photograph?
We have been friends, and he has been there for Angeline for many years, but you find it strange that he keeps a reminder of us? Perhaps that says more about you, Detective.
I mean, honestly, she's not wrong.
What I do find strange is that if he did hold a flame for you, why he would never express it.
If he did, it was not reciprocated. I have not even considered another since my husband's passing. Not that it is any of your business.
I
Alright,
think
cool.
that is all for now.
Cassandra has no romantic feelings towards the Major. Cassandra says she has not considered another partner since the Viscount passed. Could I have missed a sign of her commitment to the Major? I mean, I think she's telling the truth, but sure. Time to go find Angeline. Wow. Down the stairs you go. He went upwards. Okay, perhaps it is time to speak with Mademoiselle Angeline again. She should be able to give us the valuable pieces of this puzzle. Oh my gosh, he's right here. Hi.
Detective Poirot, are you any closer to uncovering the truth of Felix's involvement with the letters?
I am, mademoiselle. I can confirm that he was not the author of the blackmail letters.
So the author is still out there.
Oui, but it will not be long before they are apprehended, and the only letters they shall be penning will be from behind iron bars.
Your confidence is rather assuring. Thank you, Detective.
Your comment about the current guests stayed with me last night.
I'm sorry, Detective. I did not intend to leave your mind so full of thoughts.
No apology is required. It actually made me question my whole chain of thinking. What if there had been a collusion between them, and the Major's murder was planned, organized, and orchestrated to make the investigation seem almost impossible?
Oh my, Detective, that is quite a theory.
Every guest has a motive. You confirmed that with the mention of Mademoiselle Conrad and the Major's fight. Supplying one another with a rock-solid alibi would surely throw off any detective.
But not you.
Correct, Mademoiselle. It would take much more to stamp Detective Poirot.
Yes. While searching the storage room, I found a book that I assume was a gift from the Major to you.
I haven't seen that book in so long. Yes, it was a gift for my 10th birthday. I have read it from cover to cover countless times. He left such a lovely inscription too.
It sounds as though there is a side to the Major I did not get to see. Was it common for him to bring you gifts?
Okay, maybe he's not the biological father, but he wishes to be her new father, whatever.
Not
Wishes to be her
common,
father.
but if he had been away for some time, he would bring me a small memento from his travels. He hasn't done that in some time, though.
The toys that were with the book, were they also gifts from the Major?
They were. I'm afraid they may have gathered some dust being in the storage room for so long. I kept them in hope of giving them to my child when the time comes.
It sounds as though he had always cared about you.
His presence at the house was comforting for us both after Father died, even if sometimes he was a little too overprotective.
You spoke last night of the Major's support for your maman.
That's right. Ever since I can remember, Felix has been around.
It seems as though she has a number of support networks. The Major, her friendship with the Countess, not forgetting Monsieur da Silva.
Maman has many friends. I know how she may seem to most, but once you break the hard shell...
There is a further shell waiting to be broken.
Oh, very good, Detective.
Forgive me, mademoiselle. I only jest.
It's quite all right. You are not the only one that feels a razor tongue. She's grateful you are here, especially now, whether she shows it or not.
I'm still yet to see this version of Madame that Mademoiselle Angeline speaks of. I'm not sure I will get my hopes up for a budding friendship. No. Speaking with the Comtesse yesterday, she did not have the greatest opinion of the Major.
They have often come to blows when it concerns Maman. They are both trying to protect her, but they themselves cannot seem to get along.
She spoke of his desire to join the, how do you describe it? Social elite.
This isn't the first time she has vocalized that concern. She thinks the Major was just using our family name to make his way to the top.
And you do not agree?
I will not deny he has shown interest in Maman's social circles, but they have been friends since even before I was born. Surely all those years of friendship was not just to raise his social standing.
Mademoiselle Angeline obviously does not believe what the Comtesse had to say about the Major. Perhaps it is jealousy that drives her scandalous theory. If I may be so bold, did the Major contribute to the house?
How do you mean, Detective?
I imagine a house of this size is rather costly, keeping it in the immaculate condition it is in.
Maman looks after the financial side of the house, but I think she has had to ask him more than once for a contribution of sorts. It is not for me to get involved.
Okay.
I shall not keep you any longer. Merci, mademoiselle.
I have everything that is needed to push Madame Van den Bosch on her secret. Ooh. Alright. Let's see. We can look at this. Ooh, we can make some deductions. Okay. Previous birthday gift. I was certainly not as lucky when I was a child. It seems the Major was very generous to Angeline. Madame kept the Major around. Angeline states the Major has been around for a while now, close to Cassandra and herself. The Major hasn't helped the house financially. If I'd been lucky enough to live here, I would at least offer some sort of financial help. 2 deductions.
Come, my little Grisel.
No.
Things are beginning to...
As much as she tries to deny it, Cassandra shared the Major's feelings in some capacity. Cassandra cared about the Major, talked to Cassandra. And then one more. Angeline attached to the Major, previous birthday gift.
What a revelation!
With the Viscount gone, the Major stepped up and acted as a fatherly figure to her. The Major was acting as a father figure to Angeline. Alright, cool. We will press Madame Vandenbush in the next episode, though. So thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see ya!